from the Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And if I watched this defense last week, and I'm the quarterback, and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Gibson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Kane. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilliam. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they can be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up the chunky yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. They pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense is going to have a plan. They're going to need linebackers replacing these defensive ends that are crashing down because this quarterback is dynamic. And on these zone read type plays, he's going to get downfield and downfield quickly like he did on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty cost him a 3rd. Conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lost a throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Darnold. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
They booted away on fourth down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. First down for this offense.
On the set. Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46.
Get set, get set.
To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Picked picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this just hasn't hit his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes a pass to Marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And this will stay if we score game at 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll run it. It's Mayo. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rourke. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a bet.
Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Coming out with it, it's Key. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Mayo. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, Winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Barfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he makes the extra point. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Working that left side now, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 23 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal.
Black 24. Black 24.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days.
Yo, you good, my nigga? You been in here popping it all game. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Just talking. You a bum. Bro, I don't even have home field advantage effects, bro. So that don't matter, bro. It's just like neutral. No, I don't, bro. Bro, I ain't had no damn. Bro, I ain't even have no fucking bar up for the crowd effects, bro. The crowd noise, none of that, bro. Bro, like right now, look, bro. I don't have no bar up there. Look, even I'm pumping. There's no bar up there. There's nothing going on, bro. I don't have crowd effects. Yeah, everybody leaving the stadium. Trash ass nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, and it would have been the same thing. I threw you 5 picks. Yeah, I threw 5 picks. You should be in the game at least. I ain't gonna lie. I threw my picks after I got up, after I got the lead though, cause I got bored. I got bored as fuck. I don't want to hear that, bro. Florida State ain't me. Florida State ain't me. Florida State ain't me. Look at that bum ass nigga. Stop playing on me, boy. Fuck you think this is, nigga? I'm really one of them though. I'm really one of them, Bone. I am though. Yeah, bro. That's cause I got simmed, bro. Y'all move too fast. I got simmed. I'm gonna make the playoffs, bro. The only hard games I be having is against fucking Ohio State and Oregon, and that's cause I got Washington. Man, I be beating Fitz too, but you see I was up 21-0. He came back. I just gonna be locked in here, bro. I be trying to. I don't be locked in, bro. That's all it is, bro. But insane, you know, his team he just out like me and him be like neck and neck, but he always pull off on me because his team, bro. Oh, bro, and KML, I see him, I would slap him, bro. You crazy? Bro, he just has Oregon, bro.
Get the first down, new set of downs. Let's go.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake now to throw.
You trash. You trash. You trash. What I need to throw it for, bro? The game over, bro. I got 50. You don't even got 200 yards total offense, bro. I boxed that shit. You don't even got 200 total offense. I boxed that shit up. I know you don't. At half, and shit, it was halfway through the third quarter. You had 78 yards total offense. This shit boxed, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You been popping it all game. You lucky because I got so much shit hooked up. My controller shit got a glitch, so I had to hook my headset up just to talk to your bum ass. You fucking suck. You fucking suck.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get
and you
know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything.
Shit, just play. No, you don't. If you know the rules, just play. You worrying about too much.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football.
Trash ass nigga. No, stop saying that, bro. What the fuck? You suck. Your team way better than mine. You give me that team and you take this team right here, boy. Oh my God. I have 100 points on you right now. On God. I will have, bro. I'll put up 100 points on you right now if I had. Yeah, but that's because of that. That's not because of your line, though. That's because of the fucking stunts I'm using, bro. Versus the plays you calling, you feel me? When the nigga was shooting up the middle, like when you ran that play action, fake jet sweep, all that shit, that was dumb on your part.
And limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Look, they talking about you in the chat. Yeah, you beat me, but you had a way better team, bro. You cannot fuck with me. No offense to you, like you ain't trash, but you cannot fuck with me. You look at that. You cannot fuck with me at blur all season, nigga. You cannot fuck with me. You cannot fuck with me. You cannot fuck with me, bro. Listen, bro. Listen, I swear to God, I'm gonna come in the playoffs this season and I'm gonna make some noise. As long as I don't get no sims, bro. That's what killed me last year. I had all sim losses, bro. All sim losses. I wasn't even locked in because I couldn't make it. Yeah, I had 3 L's before I even you know, I was undefeated. I got 3 L's.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I'm hip. I just gotta learn how they be working that shit a little bit. Between that and
25-yard line.
You know, kept playing KML. I don't give a fuck about no other leagues, but these 2 leagues, I had them my shits. That's a pick, bro. If I get better DBs too, bro, my DBs trash. Bro, no, it's not. My safety never came out his break, bro. I knew the dig was coming, bro, and I had him playing short. Underneath. What are you doing? We got somebody in the flats. There's no need for you to come down hard or worry about getting smoked. He ain't threw a blur ball all damn game. Niggas butt. Pick. What? He 6. My DBs suck, bro. You should have been airing it out. My DB's trash.
Gave up a huge play.
I'm kicking your ass up front, though. Damn right. Damn right. Kicking that ass up front.
And they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking downfield.
Kick that ass up front all night.
Fires to the middle.
Oh, good.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but
yeah, that's because you can't block them. Shit, if you can't block them, they trying to get away with some holding call. They trying to do something.
Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to pass.
I want to hear that. I'll tell you what I do want to hear. Oh my God, nothing. Nothing.
Coverage there to knock
Fuck.
it away and deny the score.
Fuck you think going
And
on?
that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Shit, trash.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down.
Throw me another one. Oh my God.
Fires to the tight end. Just
Oh my God, that was trash. You think that was a good ball? That's trash.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue too at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls.
Word.
Continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, they're after it.
That was a pick. You across the middle. That was a pick.
He released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
That's a pick. That bitch would have came floating across that middle just now. I know exactly where you was going. That was a
would
pick.
have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college. He would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Vols will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Corner's going to give them room. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
Pick.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it.
Well, it's 5 purple jerseys right there, boy. Fuck is you thinking about? Catch that. That's a hospital ball. Oh my God.
The clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Fuck no. GG's, bro.
But the clock on the side of the offense as they take the knee, though the D can't stop.